Come on! There it is. Hi. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing well. Give me just a moment to adjust my mic settings. Is this on? If it's on, I need it to be off. No, it's on. Hold on a second. Ugh. Is that any better? No, it's not. What if I do that? No, it's gotta go off. Face reveal? What do you mean face reveal? I've been streaming with a camera for like years. Snowbeans, thank you for reminding me to actually be a good streamer and update my information. We're not building a flower farm. We already did that. 1 second. Base building stream. That should be descriptive enough, I hope. Fixed. A face cam after no blue for 2 streams. Well, I know. Well, here's the thing. Look. Oh. Shoot. Where did I leave it? Be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. You just can't see me yet. Okay, here we are. Oh my gosh, it's broken again. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this stupid thing. Stop turning off. Deactivate when not showing, turn that off. It should be on at all times now. Okay, we're good. I think, I hope. My phone is not up there. My phone is usually up there. I actually got a real camera. I got the, hold on. I'm gonna take a picture of it and you can see it in all of its glory. Here you go. I got the Elgato Facecam Mark II. It's really nice. I really like it. It's not 4K. It's 1080p, but that's okay. I think that's fine. Man, why does my microphone sound so off right now? I think it's this pop filter. We're gonna move out of the way. I've been using this thing for recording to try to supplement this, because this is not the best pop filter in the world, but I don't want to use it for stream. It kind of messes with my head. We're good. Hi, everybody. Man, it's been a few weeks since we've done this. I was out of town on a business trip for a whole week and basically disconnected from everything Minecraft. And then I was on call all week last week for my job. So I tinkered, I did a little bit off camera, and I'll show you what we've been working on here in the world here in just a few minutes. But I didn't do a whole lot in the way of content last week. It's just on-call weeks are tiring, especially after I've been out of town and away for a full week. So I just kind of took it easy, tinkered around in Minecraft for a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Haven't started the next video yet, but we're making progress toward that, hopefully tonight. Yeah, we're back at it. So, before we get started, let me say hello to everybody that's here over on the Twitch side. We've got Sky, we've got J Wolf, Papa Snuffy, Shayla, Snowbeans, and White Knight. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining early. I appreciate you. And over on the YouTube side, we've got Ahmed, we've got Blackbeard, Creeper Gaming, Dark Matter, Iris, Crazy Eagle, A Little Red Hen, Mr. Chips, Pushing, Rocket, Terry, and White Knight. Guys, great to have you all here. Dude, we're just hanging. Tonight, we're just hanging, and we're working on the base. I got no, like, agenda. The only agenda that I have is I think we're going to go into an ancient city for a little bit to basically destroy it. Get all of the skulk possible. And if you don't know, you will know soon. So there you go. That's what we're doing. Come fly with you. Sorry you don't have enough badges to fly. Oh. Zero Cruel is beating me in Chipotle badges. Here, Zero, here's what I got. I have, hold on, I'm going to count them. For Chipotle badges, I have, how do I even find them? Where the heck are the badges? What? Is it under my profile? No, not there. I don't even know how to find it, dude. I had it at one point. You know what? It's not worth it. I got like 16 and he has like 25. It's not fair. Can't believe it. I'm in the top 0.1% of rewards members. Top 0.1, not top 1%, top 0.1. He has 27 badges. I'm not even there. We really need a roof on the gold farm. I know, dude. Dating back to 2023, son. I was one of the first people in the members program with Chipotle. I remember when they had the physical card before they had the app. I had that thing for a little while. It was awesome. All right. So let's take a look at how things are going in the world and give you a brief update of everything we're going to be doing. And then we'll get to doing it. How's that sound? Everybody good? Where's my music? Why did it stop? Hello? It just stopped. Play music, play! Why is it only playing one song over and over? Unbelievable. Hang on. Oh no, don't delete. Just download, please, the songs. Download the songs, and maybe we'll actually be able to play them? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Guys, I don't have any idea what the heck I'm doing. This is why I need to stop taking 2-week breaks in between things. Man, oh man. Goodness gracious. Stream decided we needed a moment of silence for your loss. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. All right. Oh my gosh, I cannot play Minecraft. Trying to figure out if this is looking like jittery frame drops or anything like that. Trying to optimize the new camera. Anyway, here we go. I got the beginning of roads. It's not textured yet. There's nothing off to the sides of it. It's just like really flat. But it's a start, right? And the road kind of curves over here into the Tower of Trials. Into the Tower of Trials we go. We got a bridge that goes all the way back to the Iron Farm. So if we want to go directly there instead of going around to the Gold Farm, that'll grow back eventually. And then we got the road that's going to lead to the gate. We'll go look at that here in a minute. And then this path... this is just a very bare bones path. I'm going to texture it as well and get some other things in here. And look, I haven't even finished it. There'll be some trees along here to kind of hide this path from everybody else. And it's going to lead to... Boom, roasted. I cannot play Minecraft. Wow, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Oh my gosh. Boom, roasted indeed. It's going to lead to this wall right here. It's going to be a small tunnel cave that goes to the other side of this wall, comes out here, and leads into the agricultural section of the base. I'm not going to build very many things over here. Probably like a cow farm, maybe a villager crop farm, things like that. Just some simple stuff to fill out this space and make it more functional, because right now it's just the sheep farm and a faux bee farm. And then this is the XP farm that continues to break. Mojang, fix your game, please. Name tags do not work on creaking. They stay for a while, and then after a while, they despawn. They're not supposed to despawn if they're name tagged. It's broken. So, like, every other day I'm having to fix this stupid thing. It's broken right now. And then this is the flower farm. Have not done anything with the interior. Not going to do much. We're going to keep it pretty simple because I'm trying to finish this base. And I'm trying to finish it in a reasonable time because we're at 2 years. We're over 2 years in this world, and I'm ready to move forward and do something different. We'll talk about maybe what that looks like here a little bit later, but we're cranking it out. It's time to move. Walls are up. They're not detailed. The walls are up there. We need that wall up. We need this wall up. And then this wall over here is going to have a big old gate. Okay. Big old gate right here. And it'll probably be elevated to about here. So think of this is the entrance. You can see the city ahead, and there'll be buildings all over this place, right? So I'm thinking we're going to have... Here, let me just park here for a second and get the camera. Somewhere around probably here, we're going to have a concrete factory. Maybe over here, we'll do a crafter. I kind of need to be mindful of this space, make sure not to overlap into the smelter. And then, honestly, I don't have a ton of other industrial things that I want to build unless I think of something else. I'm probably just going to fill this in with houses and trees that are not really functional. They're just like decorative to kind of fill out the space. And then we're done over here. So there's only like 2, 3, 4 more builds that I want to do over here. And then 2, 3 builds over here. And just like, oops. Then we're just like polishing the place up. So I could legitimately have this place done by the end of this year. And I don't want to say if not sooner because I know myself and I know my pacing. It's not always fast. So BluJay had tridents fall through the nest farm the other day. Keep an eye on your 40 tridents. Oh, stink. Stink. And then things we need to finish. The roof over there, somebody already mentioned it. The flower farm, I need to hook up a lever to the floor here somewhere. Probably just like right here, because you have to fly down there to turn the thing on, and there's no easy access for that, and it's kind of pointless to have it down there. We need a lever up here. And I also need to think about if I want to have a drop chute for bone meal, or if I just want to go down there and manually fill it every time it runs out. I think I'll probably just manually fill it, but we'll see. That's pretty much it for that building. Flower farm is nearly done. Yep, I've already released the video on it. The building was not included. I just did that off camera for fun. What else? Oh, recently I started skulkifying the storage room, and this might get a little laggy. It's been getting laggy on me, the storage room. We'll talk about this season here in a minute. But you can see I've been skulkifying it, and I'm going to continue to spread this out here. So one of my goals tonight is to go to an ancient city and just like raid the living daylights out of it and get everything out of there. Get all the skulk sensors, everything we can get our hands on, and start like destroying this place. Because that's the end goal. The end goal is to build a beautiful city and then destroy it. That's been the plan all along, and if you haven't heard it before, it's because you haven't been paying attention. Because I've mentioned it several times on stream. I haven't really mentioned it in videos, but the plan is to just skulkify the living daylights out of the base and just make it look like it's abandoned and destroyed. It's the first ancient city. The iron golems were corrupted by the skulk and turned into the wardens. That's the story, and we're sticking to it. Hello, Puggy. Thank you so much for 40 months, dude. Holy smokes. 40 months is a really long time. And also 22 months over on Twitch. That's a combined 62 months for Puggy. Whew. What's up, Shona? How you doing? Been a bit since I've been able to catch a live. It's been a bit since I've been able to live alive. Yeah, so I don't want to keep beating around the bush, okay? Let me grab a couple more rockets and then let's talk, okay? There's been some changes that have happened in the last month that you may be aware of. And if you're not aware of them, allow me to make you aware of them. This world started 2 years ago. I started with a starter base way over that direction. It's like 1,500 blocks that way. It's really beautiful. I love it. It's my favorite starter base that I've done. It's really cool. It's just kind of like a little town around a pond, and this is like a bigger town around a pond. I really like ponds in the middle of things. So it started out as a solo world 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, and then about mid-year last year. Thank you so much, Little Red Hen, for the 42 months. Oh, you're beating Puggy on YouTube. You're beating Puggy. So it started out as a solo world, and then a little over a year ago, mid-year last year, I invited Prowl to play on here, and when we started it, we kind of had agreed that at any point, if we decided that we wanted to go different directions with things, I kind of reserved the right to continue in this world because I had started it, and I intended it originally to be like a forever world for me, which it may still be. I have some ideas of what I want to do, and things just kind of didn't work out. And I don't really want to go into a whole lot of detail about what didn't work out, why it didn't work out. It really doesn't matter, right? Sometimes people go in different directions, and that's okay, right? So, we'll just kind of leave it there. So about a month ago, I reverted this back to a single player world, and let me sleep really quick, get rid of the creaking that's inevitably around here. Here's what I've done. You may have noticed when I flew out here. You may not have noticed. You probably didn't. That the path here ends here. And that's because I have pruned the chunks in the world and kept only the things that I have built, so that I can kind of do with the space how I choose and what I want to do with it. I did give Prowl a copy of this world and gave him his base before I did that, so I didn't just like completely, you know, screw the guy over. But I did prune the chunks because I have an idea for this space that I might want to explore in a future Let's Play. And I don't know that it's going to be a guide style. I'm kind of done with guide style stuff. I don't know if it's forever, but I kind of want to go in a different direction with my channel, and we'll talk about that as we work tonight. But look how beautiful this is. I didn't honestly realize that this was like this because it was like flattened out for so long. But there's this really cool looking cove here. I've got a really fun idea for something that we could put in there. I've got a really good idea of something that I can put there. And another really cool idea of something that I can put right there. This would be kind of like a combo base. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because we're not even close to that, right? But it's fun. It's different than anything I've ever done before. And I want to continue to flesh it out, but yes. And the cove over here might tie in with this as well. It might just be like a mega base spread across 2 islands and a cove. So yeah, there you go. Blackbeard wants to know if there are collabs still a possibility in the future. At this point, no. No, I would say that that's not going to happen. We've gone different directions, and personally, I want to explore opportunities with other people in the Minecraft community. I, you know, appreciate the things that I've learned over the last 5 years and the opportunities that Prowl and I had together, but it appears that that chapter is pretty much permanently closed. So, yeah. Again, without going into detail about anything, we're moving forward. I think the way that I said it on Twitter, sometimes you gotta, you know, you gotta close the book in order to start a new story. And that's kind of where we're at. So those places are where Prowl's base was, yes. So that's where his stuff was. Again, I gave him a copy of the world. I don't know that he's going to continue it. I think he's pretty much done and wants to do something else, which is fine. That's his prerogative. But seeing that this was my forever world from the start, and I kind of want to use that space for a really fun idea that I've got, and it's right next to this base, we're gonna, you know, well, not gonna. I've pruned the chunks so that I can claim that for myself. So, the other thing about this season, let's actually grab some junk and go get started on a in-city before I keep talking, because we're kind of just rolling around in circles. Onward to bigger and better things. You know what? That's what I'm trying to look at it. I'm trying to look at it from that perspective. Just excitement, exciting things ahead. It's gonna be good. Is TNT involved? Puggy says he wants to know my new idea. He's trying to direct message me on Discord to get my ideas. I'll tell you later. It's a fun one. It's a fun one. What do I need? You know what? Let's take a bunch of wool so that I don't have to worry about tripping the wardens. We might still do it anyway. And you know what? It makes it more fun. Wally Warden. He wants to come give me a hug. Let's do something that's easy to see in the dark, like white wool. Sure. I didn't realize that his stuff was that close. Completely understandable why you trim it back to the original then. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's a really cool space, and I want to use it. So, we're going to do it. It's going to be awesome. Excited to see everything play out. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, Snow Beans. What if you don't have enough wool? You know. We'll figure it out. I believe there's ancient cities over here. I didn't really raid them. I just kind of took some of the skulk sensors, I think. I didn't take really any of the skulk itself. Let's go down here. Let's check this out. This is one of the first ancient cities that I raided, actually. If I can find it again. Plop. Oh, this probably got pruned. Like, if I'm being completely honest, this probably got pruned. Oh, ho, ho, there it is. You like the new look of the camera? Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, you know what? BluJay's a dummy. BluJay's a big old dummy dumb. Do you know why? What do you mine these with? Yeah, I need to get a hoe for this stuff. What do you mine this with? Let's go get a hoe really quick. Silk touch hoe. Oh, okay. All right. Dude, it's been so long since I've been in one of these. Whee! Ouch. I don't know that I've got a hoe in here. Nope, there's my axe. I'm pretty sure all of my tools are like... Eh? Oh, hey, look at that! I got this one. Perfect. All right. Let's do... Probably won't need that. There we go. That's kind of how we'll organize things for the moment. Yeah, I've been thinking for the last 2-3 weeks, honestly, longer than that. Since beginning of the summer, honestly, I've been thinking about what's next. And that's a shrieker right there. Oh yeah, this all just got reset. This is all pruned. Okay. I'm gonna have to be careful. Yeah, but I've been thinking about since about early summer about what's next after the Bedrock guide. And I wasn't honestly planning on pulling the trigger on it, but some things happened that kind of forced my hand a little bit. And I was like, you know what? Now's as good a time as any. And my direction on the channel is going to shift. It's still going to be the same content you're used to, right? You're still going to get survival content. And you might have noticed in the last couple of months that I've been doing these like Redstone R&D style videos where basically we jump into a creative test world. I have an idea, we test some things out at the start, and by the end of the video, we've got a completed project or a concept of a project or something like that, right? I want to continue that. And oh boy. I'm gonna mix in some like standard creative world tutorials in with that because they're so much easier to do in creative than they are to do in survival. Kind of the limiting factor with the Bedrock guide is that you have to gather every resource and then spend hours going through and planning out where your build is going to go and how you're going to explain it and step-by-step walking through everybody the tutorial. It's just so much work. And for somebody who does this part-time and barely keeps up with it at that, it's just not working out. Long-term, I think it's hurting my channel more than it's helping. And I think if I want to do tutorials, which I do, I need to shift those over to creative. And then couple that with a really fun traditional survival let's play. At some point, I would love to get involved with like a multiplayer thing. I think that would be fun to do. If there's, you know, a right fit out there, I think it'd be great. But for now, I'm just kind of staying the course, right? And we're going to stay the course, I think, in this world. That's subject to change. You know what I mean? Everything's subject to change. But that's part of the reason I pruned the chunks, because I have an idea for a build that would fit really great over in that section near my base. And even though it's going to be in the same world, it's not going to be a Bedrock guide continuation. It's going to be a brand new thing. And the way that it's going to work out is it's just going to be a traditional survival let's play. I might explain a few things along the way of how things work, but mostly it's going to be me talking about how conceptually I got to a specific thing. And it may not even be like we stay with one topic for the let's play. Maybe I need a sheep farm for something and we just throw together a really quick sheep farm. But that's not even the point of the video. Maybe the video is like, we're building a house and I need a lot of wool for it. Right? So the Bedrock guide is limiting in the way that you can only cover really one topic at a time. And if you branch out from that topic, you're kind of taking away from another video opportunity. And that's how I viewed it for the last 3-4 years. And it's just kind of not working anymore, you know? So I have tried this before. You might remember, if you've been around my channel for a long time, you might remember I did a series called Let's Play Bedrock, and it was much more of a like chill survival series. And it just did not get the same kind of attention that the Bedrock guide got. People weren't watching it. And so I'm thinking like, well, do they just like that series more? I don't know. I don't know that that was it. I think it was that it doesn't necessarily have the same searchability as some of the topics that I cover in the guide. And if I shift those over tutorials, which I was not doing before, I was not doing tutorials in creative worlds. If I shift my content to that method, then I still have kind of that discoverability and searchability and the freedom to just do a let's play where I can zip through progress on things a lot quicker. You could always record the nest. I don't know that I would ever do that, honestly. Like, I kind of want to just keep that as a fun space to hang out, not necessarily a place to make content. I'll stream from there every once in a while just to like hang out with the community and stuff. But honestly, like within the last couple weeks, I've jumped on the nest a few times just to hang out, not to stream. So I just want to keep that space as like a hangout space. Doing a guide does kind of put you in a niche. It does. It does. And for a while, like, that was a good niche for me to be in. It allowed me to expand my skill set. It allowed me to try things that I've never tried before. But honestly, it's also limited me from trying things that I wanted to, that I've yet to do, because I'm like, nope, that's a later project. It's going to take too long. For example, I've never built a guardian farm. Ever. I've never built a pillager farm. Ever. Those are things I want to do, but the thought of trying to clear out a guardian temple as part of a guide episode is just like so stressful to me. As opposed to if I was doing it for a Let's Play, I could just be like, hey, we're going to go dig out the Guardian Temple for a little bit. All right, we're going to make more progress on that in the next episode. Let's move on to this other project we're working on, right? So rather than locking myself into a niche with the guide, I think we're just like, we're done. We're done with it. I'm ready. And honestly, like, I'm struggling to finish out this season. I want to, because I want to finish my base. I'm really excited about the build style, and I want to see it through to the end. But I'm honestly feeling like I'm probably going to shift up my content style with the current series already as like a precursor to what's coming next. I kind of already did that with the flower farm video. I've only made one guardian farm, but have yet to dig out the ocean monument. Well, see, that's good to know. Like, you don't even have to dig out the ocean monument to do a guardian farm, right? I say you do whatever you feel comfortable with, Blue. Exactly. Like, this is not my full-time work. If I'm being honest, I don't know that it ever will be. I would love for it to be. It would be great. But in the meantime, I want to just have fun with this. And if I'm having fun, you guys are going to have fun too, right? If I'm not having fun, you're going to know it. And then people are going to be bored, right? So my mind has been going this direction for months at this point. And honestly, again, I wasn't even planning on pulling the trigger on it until after the first of the year. But, you know, we're kind of here at this point, and I'm in finish this base mode, essentially. I'm ready to finish it. Would you do an RL Craft or an add-on world Let's Play? Honestly, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about RL Craft or Better on Bedrock. I definitely don't want to do something if it's just like a trend that's going to quickly die, because I want to invest longevity into something. So it would be one of those things where I'd have to like really do my research. Is this something that was just popular for a couple of weeks because it was something, you know, brand spanking new? Or is this like something that can last? And that's hard to gauge. That is really hard to gauge. Sometimes you just have to jump in and do it before you can tell. But I don't know. I'm not sure. There are a few on Farlands. I don't think any are drained. Okay, nice. The whole point is fun. 100%. 100%. Uh-oh. Dude, we haven't even gone into the ancient city yet, and I'm already like filling up. Honestly, let's grab a bunch of these as well. I'm probably gonna need them. Just started a realism craft world. Seems like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Nice. I don't even use more than 4 spawning locations when building Guardian Farms beans. I only draw enough space to make a storage room. And again, that's the kind of stuff that does not matter for a Let's Play. It matters for a guide. Like, how can I maximize this to the best of its ability? If I'm doing a Let's Play, I can just be like, hey, I made a functional Guardian Farm. It's got 4 spawn spots. Look at it. It's cool. It works. I get supplies. Moving on, you know? If I were to do it in a creative test world, then I would do something like I did with my honeycomb farm, which if you haven't seen that yet, holy smokes, go check it out. The honeycomb farm, absolutely incredible. It's so fast and unnecessarily large. That's not good. Let's kill that thing fast. Hello, and goodbye. Whew! I remember clearing this thing out. This was my first ancient city, and it's been pruned. I gotta do it all over again. Honeycomb Farm is bonkers. Oh, dude, it was so fun to design. Those are the kind of videos that I'm gonna be doing going forward. Some of them will be honeycomb farm kinds of things, right? Some of them will be like, look at this crazy, weird redstone contraption. I've been watching a lot of Mumbo lately. Who hasn't, right? And he's been doing a lot with like trapdoors and making screens out of trapdoors. I want to see if that kind of stuff is possible in Bedrock and push the boundaries of what can be done in Bedrock Edition. Like, that's my goal, is to just do ridiculously fun things and not worry about if it's like the most trendy farm that people are going to be looking for that has 5 million drops per hour. You know. Where was that shrieker at? Oh, shoot. Get ready to run, BluJay. There you are. Do I dare? Do I dare? This could be really stupid. This could be really stupid. No! No! Die! No, he's here! Oh, I'm dead. I'm scared. Go back to bed, Wally. Oh my gosh. Can he smell me? There he is. Hello. Yeah, I know. You stink. I'm gonna drink my Dr. Pepper while you stand over there wondering where I am. Oh crap, I gotta go. I got Swift Sneak. Run, run. I just spilled coffee on my laptop. No! Or on your lap, good. Not your laptop, that'd be bad. I mean, lap, not great. Laptop, worse. Oh, I'm so scared. Go back to bed. Wally, it's night time. There's another one right here. There's 2 of them. There's 3 of them. Oh, dang it. Why are you hugging a warden? I'm not trying to. Whispering helps. I know it does. Shh. Warden, go to sleep. Hug time. No! I don't want to hug. All right, if I do this and it triggers, so help me. Is he getting closer? I hate that I can't see him, but I can hear him. Is there anything up there? Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this. Ready? Is that him right there? It is. Oh, he's back to sleep. Good night. Oh, we survived. Oh, let's not do that again. Shoot him. No, I forgot to bring arrows. This worthless. Shouldn't even have it in my hotbar. All right, now let's do this again, but smarter this time. Need to name tag one and give it hugs? Maybe before the night's over. Whew. No, not again! Where's he at? Hi. We were so close. Did you guys hear the new soundtrack? Dude, it is straight up fire. It's so good. Now I remember why I hate coming here. My thumb hurts. My thumb is sore. How do I get back to the start? I want to go back to the start. There was a lot of skulk there and not a lot of shriekers. I think it's over in that corner over there. No! I'm gonna die. I am gonna die. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Yes, my thumb hurts, Puggy. Don't you crouch with your thumb? I crouch with my thumb. Skulk. No, it's my pinky. I use the thumb button on my mouse. Any news on an end update? I wish. I wish I had advanced knowledge, but I know nothing. Some people know something. Have you seen the pictures on Twitter? There are a couple people that were invited to Mojang's offices, and you know what that means. They got early access to whatever the next update is. 100%. Who thinks that we're going to get a Minecraft Live announcement tomorrow? I think we are. If not tomorrow, Wednesday at the latest. All right, so this corner of the ancient city is kind of safe now. Is there anywhere I can put a torch? Anywhere at all? Right there. So I think I'm gonna like destroy this entire wall and take all the skulk. But I do need to make sure I don't overfill my inventory. We're about there. Have you found the TNT I planted yet? No, I haven't. No boxes. Oh, I might have some boxes. Hang on. Do I have my inner chest? What an idiot. Nope. I put it down. I know exactly where I put it down, too. Let me go get it. What's your thoughts on the Minecraft Live? What do you think the new update will be? As much as I want to say end update, probably not. I tried to tell you before you left your base. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I still run out of mental stamina pretty quick playing Minecraft, but I'm slowly getting back into it. Dude, it took me a little bit too. When I took my extended break, it took me a little bit to like get back into the groove, so to speak. I hesitate to say one way or another because as soon as I say one way, it's going to be wrong. I gotta believe they're going to make an announcement about the next major update because that was always the intent, right? It was always the intent. Also, by the way, this is a second ancient city over this direction, if I remember correctly. There's two of them that are connected. But when they started doing drops, it was always the intention, or at least they said it was the intention, to do drops while working on a major update. And the drops were kind of to help relieve the pressure of having to have a major update every year. Or maybe this is where this is where the second ancient city is. It's down there. So that was kind of the plan, right? The plan was always to do drops in a major update, and it's been over a year since the last major update, right? I think we've got to be hearing something at this Minecraft Live. I never expected to hear anything in March. I thought it was like, yeah, we're gonna get another drop. This time, I think maybe we'll hear something big. I hope. If not, it's gotta be next year or we're not getting a major update ever again. That's how I feel about it. So whether that major update is an end update, I'm just not sure. I think the end update is kind of neglected, or the end is kind of neglected, because there's not a whole lot there. It was great for when it came out. Ah, you're broken. It was great for when it came out, right? But after all these years of having, you know, the Nether updated and several overworld biome updates, like, we didn't have mountains. We didn't used to have these kind of mountains. Do you remember the days before mountains? Same with massive caves. The overworld's gotten a lot of love. The Nether's gotten a lot of love. The end has been neglected. So I think if they want to round out the 3 dimensions that exist in the game, they got to do an end update soon. I think it's the most requested feature update outside of caves and cliffs. A lot of people wanted new caves, and they finally did it. The next thing that's been like highly requested since then is the end. So I gotta believe it's coming, but I don't know if it's coming now. I have no indicators one way or another to say. As far as the copper drop goes, it's gonna come out like the week after. A few days after Minecraft Live. Minecraft Live will be on a Saturday. My guess is Saturday the 20th. Which, ironically enough, Nogri's coming to visit me on that weekend. So, hi, Nogri! He's not here right now, I don't think. But I gotta believe Minecraft Live is probably gonna be on the 20th, and like 3 days later, on that Tuesday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, on that Tuesday, that's probably when the copper drop, the copper age is gonna come out. Again, I have no insider information. That is all me just guessworking. And a lot of times I'm right. Not to toot my own horn. I've had a knack for being correct about like Minecraft Live announcements and update dates and that kind of stuff. So we'll see. I wonder if they aren't worried about that the end update will split the community more than a mob vote. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like now that the mob vote's not even a thing anymore, they just kind of got to ignore the community. And I say that like wanting them to listen to community feedback, but to an extent, they just got to like make the decision and own it and not like let naysayers drive things. That's just never going to go well. So many people on the Java side have favorite end mods. Oh, I get it. Like, they love their mods. They love their end or their nether roof access and quasi connectivity and all the things that are not vanilla. That shouldn't stop Mojang from doing things that are vanilla and awesome. Listen to constructive feedback and ignore the entitlement. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I get it though. Like, we have things on Bedrock Edition that if they took away from us, I would be really upset about. Trident killers being one of them. Trident killers are like, you know, the Bedrock Edition equivalent of quasi connectivity. It was a bug at first, but now it's a feature. Like, don't take it away, please. If there's more to do in the end, people would go explore it. Honestly, I agree to an extent, but I also disagree. The same could be said about the Nether, right? If there was more in the Nether to do, people would go explore it. They did an entire overhaul on the Nether. I don't go explore it all that often. I only go in there when I need something. And that is very rare. Very rare. Now, I think if they were learning from that, be like, okay, so we got to give people a reason to want to go in there. Then maybe they're like taking their time on the end update to make, you know, it worthwhile. What do you think would make the end more entertaining in your opinion? I mean, there's the obvious answers, right? New biomes, new materials to go collect, something that's not so barren, new mobs, maybe even a new, like, mini boss or something. Not necessarily something to overthrow the dragon, because the dragon is, like, the boss of the end. But maybe something challenging that provides a good reward. That was my main gripe with the Warden, is that there wasn't a good reward. And while I appreciate Swift sneak boots, or Swift sneak pants, not boots, I don't know that it's like the same caliber of I gotta have this as Elytra and shulker boxes. So the end already has something that is like game changing and people need to go get. You can survive without Swift Sneak. At some point, if you're a builder and want to stay organized, you can't survive without shulker boxes. People could survive without Elytra, especially now that we have Happy Ghasts. But shulker boxes, they're kind of a core aspect of the game. You gotta have them. The Warden hugs are their own reward. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like, coming to the end, or to the ancient city, there's not a whole lot of reason to do so, unless you just enjoy the fright. the trial chambers were like a step above. Just barely. I have not been to a trial chamber in a long time, but it did make getting access to other resources that are more difficult to access a little bit easier. For example, if you get lucky and find a slime trial spawner, getting tons of slime balls is so easy to do there. And it's a fun way to do it. But I would not say that the mace is game changing. I've never used it in survival. Not once. Not once. I have a heavy core, but I've never used the mace. I put the mace on the same caliber as the crossbow. Crossbow's cool. It's kind of gimmicky. Doesn't provide anything better or different enough from a bow to be worthwhile. Ancient City is worth it at least once for the Death Compass. I always forget about that thing. Probably because I never die. Ever. Don't tell anybody. I kind of half wonder if part of the next major update is them going to be redoing spawners throughout the entire world and converting them into trial spawners. I don't know, though. I only die when I leave 1 block holes, dropping 100 blocks into a trial chamber. Like, I could see them putting vaults throughout the world. I think it'd be kind of cool. That way, like, people don't lose out on loot. Individual players on multiplayer servers can go loot the same locations and be guaranteed a reward. I think that could be part of the next major update. Maybe they pull the trigger on like Trial Chambers Part 2, where it's like the entire world has vaults. If you could add looting to the mace, I would run it regularly, and if you could get the Windburst max enchant without hitting 20 chambers, yes, that would be nice. So one of the other reasons why I'm excited to move on from this season of the guide, this has been an experiment season for me. And not all of that has been bad. Some of that has been good. But there have been some things that I've experimented with this season that I wish I could go back and redo. And I'm not going to because we're so close to being done. But for example, my storage room, if I could do it all over again, I would not do the minecart system. It in its current state is not reliable enough to serve as a main storage system. And I've had to enable a ticking area just to keep it from breaking. So it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, it was kind of cool to play around with, and I'm glad I did it to that extent, because now I know things that I didn't know before, and maybe I'll find a use for minecarts in the future in a way that I've never used. But as far as like a storage system, never doing that again. Never again. Same thing with my super smelter. My super smelter, in theory, is cool, but it has some flaws. Maybe it can be polished to work a little bit better, but it's one of those things where I was still kind of finding my footing when I designed that. Hey, look, diamonds. And I didn't really troubleshoot it all that much. There were some things that I missed. For example, like, what if one of the smelters runs out of fuel and the other ones don't? It's gonna stay in there. What if I refuel it and it spits out items, but there's not enough items to trigger the dispensers underneath, and they don't go back to the output chest and all that kind of stuff. It's just, it's not a polished design. It's cool for what it is, but there were a lot of things like that this season that I experimented with that just have not worked well. And, you know, sometimes a tried and true method is tried and true for a reason. I've stolen the shriekers from this specific area. There's plenty more shriekers in there. If I dig too far that direction, we're gonna run into them. B, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 over on Twitch. Congratulations, Snow Beans. Thank you, thank you. Minecarts are too buggy without really over-engineering it. And believe me, I over-engineered that storage system and it still does not work perfectly. There are definitely some new things you tried that were successful, though. 100%. 100%. Hello, Creeper. What are you doing here? That's fine. I don't care. I never take my good equipment down there. Just afraid to lose it. Now, see, I just run away faster than the warden can catch me. Oh, hold on, I got a shulker box. And shulker box. When they release the update and let people try it for months before they release it, we've kind of seen it already, nothing new. Yeah, that is one of the things that I appreciate about the new drop system, is that it is not a 9-month beta test cycle where all the content creators have already done all the content there is to be done, and by the time it's released in June, everybody's seen it all, there's nothing new to explore, and we gotta wait 4 more months or whatever until the next Minecraft Live, until we repeat the cycle all over again. I appreciate the massive change they've made to the release cycle and to the Minecraft Live cycle. I think it's a huge win. I know it hasn't been like everybody's favorite, but I think it's a huge win. I usually lose all my diamond gear trying to get my netherite stuff back. Oh, dude, that's me and the Wither. Me and the Wither have that problem. In the Bedrock Guide Season 1, I went to fight a Wither, and it blew me up. All of my stuff was on the ground. I got my only set of backup diamond gear, and it blew me up again and blew all of my gear up in the process. I had to go back and, like... I didn't really have an XP farm at the time, so I had to like grind for XP to get my villagers to trade all the things I needed and to enchant all the things I needed. It took me hours to get re-equipped, and then finally I went back, and 3rd time's the charm. I beat the living snot out of the Wither, but I lost 2 sets of gear in the process. I just lost all my diamond stuff in lava, and now I'm focusing on netherite. Yeah. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta try again. I like the new system. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, me too. Me too. let's hop up here and get some of this up here. So this weekend we will hear an update, you think? I don't know that we're going to hear the update. I think we're going to get the announcement for Minecraft Live possibly tomorrow. The evidence that I have for that is all speculative, right? So they originally said that they're going to do 2 Minecraft Lives a year. If you think of that in a calendar year, 2 times per year, you're likely going to spread it out to every 6 months. The last Minecraft Live was at the very end of March, and the spring drop that had all of the warm animals and stuff in it dropped the very next week. So if I am thinking like a project manager at Mojang, I'm thinking Minecraft Live is 6 months out from the end of March is the end of September. So the end of September is the next Minecraft Live, and the next drop comes out immediately after that, so that we can announce the release date at that time, and then announce the next either major update or drop at Minecraft Live. So that's literally all the evidence that I have is if I'm thinking like a project manager and, you know, sticking to twice a year, September's the time. And then March 2026 will be the next one. If you do a soft reset, will you use add-ons like Plenty of Blocks? I don't think so. I don't think so, because I'm a vanilla player through and through. So if I do a soft reset and just do a standard Let's Play and continue in this world in a different location, my soft reset is going to be getting rid of all of my gear, no ender chests, no shulker boxes, no access to any farms, nothing. I start from scratch, and only then, after I have acquired all of those things naturally in the world, only then can I go and grab things from my previous bases. So this world will continue to be vanilla for the most part. If I want to do something like RL Craft or Better on Bedrock as a series, then I'm going to do that as a completely new world, something separate. Last year was September 28th. Honestly, I hope that Minecraft Live is not the 20th. I get a gut feeling that it's going to be. I hope it's not. I hope it's the following weekend, just because that weekend is already going to be insanely busy for me. Nogri is coming into town, and he's training for like a marathon or something, and I told him I would ride my bike with him while he runs, so that I could carry water bottles and stuff for him. It's like help train him. And then my wife and I have got plans for a date night that night that just came up like within the last week or so. And then the next day I'm doing music at church. So like that takes up a good half a day. And it's gonna be a busy weekend. So if Minecraft Live is on the 20th, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream it. I hope that I can. But it'll all depend on what time it is. So I'm hoping that it's the 27th, honestly. It's been fun. We gotta head to bed. Have a good night. Little Red Hen, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Get some rest. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go for a little while. I have no plans on stopping yet. Just FYI, if you guys want to hang, let's hang. So yeah, I didn't realize last year was that late in September, so maybe I'm gonna luck out and it'll be on September 27th this year. That'd be great. Mojang, if you're planning for the 20th, push it back a week, just for your old pal BluJay, please. Was like getting here? Is this on your guide world? It is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, this is on the guide world. And in the not too distant future, it's not even going to be called the guide world anymore. It's just going to be called the survival world. I kind of did this backwards, you know? Put a sharp spike on the bike. That way when he slows down, he's got a little motivation. That would be cruel, but also funny. Speed up, Nogri! Alright, what's the best way to attack what's left here? Maybe not attack it and just go for the easy stuff? Don't let me forget that I have shulker boxes sitting out down there. I don't want to lose all that. Is your bike blue? No. No, when I was buying my bike a couple years ago, they didn't have any blue ones. At least not in the style that I could afford. And, you know, style that fit me and all that stuff. My bike is black. I like it. It's a nice bike. It's a Trek. I need to stay out of this. I don't want to go down there. I don't want to fall in the lava. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Saw the lava down there. This is blue, you know. Somehow I always end up with a red bike. It's just a popular color for bikes, I guess. Both my wife and my mother-in-law have the same exact bike, and they're both red. Whoa! If I remember right, because I have a photographic memory from when I rated this like 9 months ago, there's a shrieker right over here. Let's take it out. Oh, yeah, this is where we just were. Yeah, that should be the last one because we took the other ones out. Let's see. What advice would you give to a college, high school student, and a part-time worker who is thinking of starting a YouTube channel? Two things that I would advise you. One, do it for fun. Especially at this day and age where, like, content creation is a career path. Not everybody's guaranteed that outcome, right? So if you're doing it for fun, you're much more likely to succeed because you're just going to be having fun doing what you're doing, and people will come along with you along the way, right? I think I've got mostly that part down. The part that I don't have down, and this is just circumstantial, if you're a college student or a high school student, you probably got a lot more time. Pour time into it. Like, my time is limited. My time is, like, after the kids go to bed and when I'm not working, because I have a day job. So, like, if you really want to do this and you want to pour some time into it and grow and be successful at it, have fun and pour as much time into it as you can. Time equals content, and the more content you put out, the better you're going to get. Hey, no problem. You're in an ancient city too. What are you doing there? Are you looking for anything in particular, or are you like raiding it like this, like I am, just getting all the skulk? How did your YouTube channel start? It started because I was bored. That's literally it. My wife was out of town, and we had a... How old was he at this point? He wasn't a year. Like 8 months old. We had an 8-month-old son. And my wife wanted to come back to Indiana, where we were originally from. We weren't living there at the time. And wanted to visit family, and I needed to stay back for work. So she brought our 8-month-old to Indiana with her, and I had nothing to do outside of work. And so while I was sitting at home in the evening, I was like, you know what? I love Minecraft. I've been obsessed with watching Minecraft videos, specifically Hermitcraft stuff. I'm just gonna like record a video and see what happens. And you know, here we are, like 9 years later. It's been a while. You made a YouTube channel because you were left unsupervised? Pretty much. Yep. This is where I get to do my I was there before he was popular thing. Oh yeah, Master TMO is like one of the OGs in the community. And just like on a whim, like one evening, he was, I don't know if it's like you made a comment in my comment section or something, or I don't remember how it came about, but you ended up in my world, and I was giving you a personal tour of my YouTube world, and then you gave me a personal tour of your world, and I still remember it, the massive mountain that you hollowed out the middle of. I still remember that. Yeah, Master Timo's been around since the beginning. How long before Truly Bedrock was that, Blue? Truly Bedrock... Let's see. I started the Bedrock guide 5 years ago in 2020. It was like October of 2020. And I had already been a part of Truly Bedrock for like a year at that point. So that was I think it's like 2019 is when I joined Truly Bedrock. And left that to focus on the guide. But I was there from 2019 until late 2020. And then before that, I was on the, excuse me, the Unity SMP, which was like a couple different seasons that had like Jack Frost Miner and Dallas, and Echo Soldier was on for a little bit. Bunch of other creators that I don't think are making content anymore. So that was fun. Was on there for a while. And then before that, I was just doing like solo stuff. So yeah, I've had a journey, man. I've had a journey. A lot of single player Let's Play stuff. Some multiplayer things. I'm still in shock I never summoned the Warden or tripped any Shriekers. That's pretty impressive. I've already summoned 2 Wardens. Whoops! Dallas is on the Minecraft SMP. I know, dude. So is Silent. I saw that like a few weeks ago when that thing kicked off. I'm like, dang, dude, they invited some Bedrock people. That's legit. That's legit. Yeah, I'm happy for those 2 guys. They deserve it for sure. Where is my super suit? Where is my shulker box? To be honest, nobody does a forever world like Dallas, dude. That guy is like a freaking... whatever the word is I'm looking for. Solid as a rock, man. I'll say this. He was not overly active on the SMP that I was on, but that was kind of like common. Not many people were active on there. But that dude has like kept that single player world going for over a decade, I think, which is impressive in and of itself. Over 10 years and going. Yeah, it's nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. And like it's historical at this point. It's part of Minecraft history. That green mansion that he's been working on, that will be like forever recognizable in the Minecraft community. Even if you're not like a regular viewer of his channel, everybody knows about Dallas's Forever World. It's just a thing. Wake up! It's not time to get tired yet. It's time to work. No sleep. Oh. Hey BluJay, love your tutorials. Do you have any texture packs on this? I don't think so right now. Here, check this out. We'll jump out of the guide world for just a second. I am going to be making a personal texture pack at some point, and I've already kind of started it. It's nothing unique, right? It's nothing anybody hasn't done before. But I have somewhere... I didn't delete it, did I? Oh, there it is. It's already equipped. Look. Again, this is nothing too crazy unique. Like, people have done this forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I just wanted to do it for myself. So, I've got my character as the totem of Undying, which is really awesome. For any of you, like, genius pack makers out there, do you know how to reverse the totem that pops up on the middle of the screen? The reason why, it's not the end of the world, but here, look. Here's what happens. Oh, that felt good. I just cracked my neck. Let's see. Game mode, survival. Watch. It's backwards. So, in my hand, it's correct. It looks just like me. Right? But then facing the other way, look, it's backwards that way too. It's backwards. Is there any way to fix that? Does anybody know?